Okay, so sometimes you might get a question and you're not actually sure when you should be using the horizontal or the vertical component. So this is an example here of something being fired into the air, and it has to go above this, say this is a fence. So I'm just going to show you how we can look at vertical and horizontal and decide which one we have to use. So if I'm looking at this, we know that it's being fired at an angle, so it's going and it's moving both vertically up and horizontally across. We know the vertical height of this fence is 3 meters, and we know that the distance from where the object was thrown to the fence is 4.2 meters. So if I was going to look at the vertical, I could write down what I know. I know U is 6 sine 40, because your vertical, remember, is your sine. A, now it's moving up, so it's obviously moving up to slow down. So A is a negative value of minus 9.81. The vertical distance it is here is 3 meters. So if I'm looking at the time it takes to reach that fence, I have 3 things. However, a lot of them also use, we want to find T. We do not know V, because we cannot assume that the top of this projectile, that's where it stopped. We can't assume V is 0 there, because, in reality, it would come to rest somewhere along here so that it could fall back down again. So we don't know enough to use the vertical. So now let's look at the horizontal. So for horizontal, you know that the component of velocity never changes. So the only thing that changes is the displacement, the time. So velocity is equal to your displacement divided by time. Obviously that's your S for displacement and your time. So let's see what I know from this. My horizontal velocity is 6 cos 40. So 6 cos 40. The distance displacement from where I started to the fence is 4.2, so my S is 4.2. So I only need 3 things for this, and the other thing that I need is what I want to find, which is the time. So rearranging this equation, I'm going to get time is equal to my displacement S divided by my velocity. So I'm just going to put in my value. 6 cos 40 is what is it there? Yeah, it is your 4.2, and your velocity, your 6 cos 40, sorry, is 4.6, and we get our time to be 0.91 seconds. So just bear that in mind when you're going through questions like this. Unless it tells you it reaches its top of the projectile at the fence, you can't just assume it. So work out what you have and what you want to find, and what one is the best method, ability to use vertical or horizontal.